Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Krashy, and today I want to run y'all through my bracket predictions for the upcoming Pokemon Unite Championship Series monthly finals for the month of February. Now, quick announcement, unfortunately, my team was disqualified. We couldn't produce a pitcher ID for one of our teammates fast enough. Don't want to talk about it. Let's go ahead and move on to our bracket predictions. Now, I've created a really bad, quick bracket for a double elimination bracket, and I've gone through my full predictions on it, and I want to explain it and kind of talk about what we're seeing here. So first and foremost, Team Mythical up here at the top left is going to be the team that is replacing our team. That's the team that we beat in the winners bracket to secure our top 16 position, and they're going to be facing off against Los Amigos. Now, there are some teams in this bracket that I'm not super familiar with, and I've been looking back and forth at their rosters, and I've done a little bit of research to find out who they are, but I do have to make some guesses in this predictions in this bracket. But let's go ahead and talk about it. So Los 5 Amigos versus Team Mythical. I'm not super familiar with Los 5 Amigos at all. Team Mythical being a team that we played against, I'm going to go on ahead and move them forward in the bracket, and that will bring Los 5 Amigos down here to the losers bracket. Out of Ascendance versus No Sponsors. No Sponsors is actually a pretty good team that have some notable players, and I'll jump back and forth on the other website to kind of talk about them, because I don't remember everybody off the top of my head. But Silent Sheepy, Botasai Joe, Ghost of the Pants, Xavier G, and Zikari. I'm familiar with a couple of those players for sure, so not a bad team, but I do think that Ascendance, being a very top tier North American team right now, is going to take it, so they're going to be moving along to the next side of the bracket, and that will put No Sponsors down here in the losers bracket to go against Los 5 Amigos. As for Tescenda versus Lego, I think Tescenda will take it. I don't know. I don't know what that means. It sounds like Spanish. But Tescenda is a roster comprised of Freak, Walt Disney, Lacoding, 9 Unite, and Blue Kiro. These players I am familiar with, know on ladder and bump into from time to time. I've played some games with Freak the other day, and Lacoding's cool and is always hanging around. So familiar with them. I definitely think they're going to take that series, which will bring Lego down to the loser bracket down here. The next game will be Full Send, which is going to be Red Love's team. It's a bunch of really top tier competitive players that have kind of formed a roster together versus 1000 Dreams. I do believe that Full Send is going to take that series. A very, very strong team in North America right now that I expect to do very well in this tournament. Will be moving themselves down, moving forward down the bracket and putting 1000 Dreams down here in the losers bracket. Next, we have Floatstone versus Millennium. Now, Floatstone, I want to make sure I recall correctly. Floatstone Gaming is Canadian, Mitsuline, Cooliger, Slicey, and Conflicted. Now, these are players, again, that I know of. I think they are kind of, forgive me if I'm wrong, a bit of a ragtag team. And Millennium, I know the name and I know some of their player names, but not a team that I can quickly find a lot of information on or really recall much information on. So I'm going to give this one to Floatstone, being that I'm a little bit more familiar with the players. Going to move them on, and then Millennium will fall down into the losers bracket here for my predictions. And for the next match, we have Foreign Famous, which is going to be, Team YT going up against Team TTV. So TTV being, TTV, one of the strongest North American teams, if not the strongest North American team in the entire game, going up against Phil, Fui, and Dave and their teammates. I do think that TTV is going to take it. A rough first pull on the top 16 bracket, but Foreign Famous will be finding themselves down here in the losers bracket. Next, we have Gengar's Goons, a very good team, versus Overcap, which is like the North American score comp team. And I'm not going to lie, I think that them mastering score comp or working on score comp is going to throw some kinks in some people's plans. So I'm actually going to move them forward. Gengar's Goons will fall down here, and then Tire, which is like the Aphelion Red Love team remake. I hate to say it like that, Red Love's team remake, but Red Love, known for Tire and Aphelion, their team disbanded. They went different directions, and Tire remade. Very strong team going up against Team Shiny, but I do think that Team Shiny will probably beat them and move themselves forward. So, and that will bring Tire down here to the losers bracket. Let's go ahead and advance with the winners bracket. So Team Mythical versus Ascendance. I think that's a really rough game. I think Ascendance is going to take that. Again, it will drop Team Mythical down in the losers bracket in this second row. Tescenda versus Full Send. Again, Full Send being Red Love's team. I think that they are going to take it, and they will be facing off versus Ascendance, which will drop Tescenda down into the losers bracket down here. Floatstone versus TTV. I believe that TTV will take this, being a dominant team. Floatstone will be dropped down here. Overcap versus Team Shiny. I believe that Team Shiny will take this, and they will move themselves forward to face off TTV. Overcap will drop down here, and let's look at some of these losers bracket games. I'm a little all over the place. So no sponsors versus Los 5 Amigos. I think no sponsors will move forward. 1,000 Dreams versus Lego. I think 1,000 Dreams will move forward. Foreign Famous versus Millennium. I think Foreign Famous will move forward. And Tyre versus Gengar Scoons. I think the Tyre remake will move forward. So this will put us in this bracket spot right here. And this is the losers bracket. So these teams have to win, of which I believe in these teams right here, Overcap versus no sponsors, I think that Overcap is going to take it. I think that they're actually going to do very well this tournament, playing score comp and just being a kind of a newer team that hasn't really, you know, practiced against a lot of people maybe, or people haven't had the opportunity to practice against score comp. As for Floatstone versus 1,000 Dreams, I think 1,000 Dreams will go on ahead and move forward. I think Tescenda versus Foreign Famous will move forward, and Team Mythical versus Tyre will take that win and move forward. So let's go ahead and run through the rest of this losers bracket, and we'll go back into our winners bracket matches. Overcap versus 1,000 Dreams. I think 1,000 Dreams will move themselves forward. I think 1,000 Dreams is a very good team. Let me go ahead and read you their roster really quickly if I haven't done that already. This is going to be Lunchbox, Professor Scam, Breaded Toast, Sandra Cheeks, and the Notorious. Run into a couple of these players on ladder quite a bit, and I think that they're going to do very well this tournament with their losers bracket run, and they will be forward facing off against Full Send, because these are the teams that have fallen from our winners bracket. So they'll face off versus Full Send, and then I believe between Team Shiny, so Ascendance versus Full Send, Ascendance I believe will move forward, Full Send will fall down. And then between Team Shiny and TTV, I think TTV will move forward, so Team Shiny will fall down. And then between Foreign Famous and Tyre, I do believe that the Tyre remake will take that game. This is going to be a very close game. If this bracket does come to fruition right here, this spot right here, it's going to be a very close game. But I think Tyre will win that one, and we will have Full Send versus 1,000 Dreams, Team Shiny versus Tyre. Of this game, I believe that Full Send is going to move forward. Red Love again and his team, I think, are a very, very strong team. And Team Shiny versus Tyre, I believe that Team Shiny will take that, which will leave us to our losers bracket semifinals, which will be Full Send versus Team Shiny. I do believe that Full Send is going to take this game. I think that they're going to be doing very, very incredible this tournament. I'm looking forward to it. And then between TTV and Ascendance in the winners bracket finals, I expect that TTV will move themselves to the grand finals. Ascendance will fall to the losers bracket finals. They will beat Full Send and move themselves back up to the grand finals, where they will have to defeat TTV in 2 best-of-3 series, but I do believe that TTV will stop them in the first. So that is my full bracket prediction. I didn't want this video to be too long. I'm trying not to make it crazy long, and I mostly just want to put this out there so we can kind of look back at it and see. This box right here would be if there was a bracket reset. If I thought that Ascendance won this series, they would go again, and then inevitably we would have a bracket reset. But I do expect that TTV is going to win the entire event. They're going to, in my opinion, probably sweep the event, maybe drop a map or 2 in total, and this is kind of what I'm thinking about the entire bracket. So just for the sake of saying, if my team was in it, we would be in this slot. I think we would have moved on, faced Ascendance. I think we would have lost to Ascendance and came to face off against Tyre, where I think we probably would have lost, or maybe been able to go up against Foreign Famous. But I think that Tyre is going to do very well this tournament, so I'm looking forward to that. So some of the bigger teams, like some of the teams that I'm really looking forward to, Foreign Famous, Tyre, 1,000 Dreams, Overcap, and then of course the teams that I am kind of highly anticipating to do very well: Full Send, Ascendance, Team Shiny, TTV, these top 4 teams in the winners bracket that I'm looking forward to seeing. So there's my bracket predictions. I'm only going to be doing this for NA because it's the scene that I follow the most, but I am excited to do like VOD reviews and look at footage and other things for different regions. So sorry for not including other regions in like bracket predictions. And like I said, I'll come up with a better graphic or get somebody to make me something so it's not so janky, but this works for now. So friends, there you have it. I will link the bracket in the description. If you want to do your own bracket predictions and tell me what you think, feel free in the comments. Otherwise, I know that the competitive scene is not something that we're all super familiar with. I love to cover competitive. Competitive is a big focus of mine. Hell, I wish I was playing in the event, but life happens and gotta move on. So thank you so much for watching. Drop me a comment, drop a like on the video if you wouldn't mind. Again, I just love covering competitive, so I'm really, really happy to do this. But as always, be sure to be kind to one another. Tell someone that you love them, and I'll see you on the next video.